Hi, I'm at Pi Studios on North Pearl in Springfield, Jacksonville, Florida. I'm here with Jay Schutz and Jim Draper and Karen Sadler. Hey.
Hey.
And I just wanted to basically ask them a few questions about what they're doing here at Pi Studios, or Pi Studio.
Pi Studio.
Singular.
Studios, right?
Singular.
Singular.
Studio.net. PiStudio.net. Does anybody want to just basically, what's the concept for the space, and who's that? Jim?
Well, I think the concept of the space is, I've had this space for several years and I've been working out of it. Jay and I started talking about turning the space into something. Karen and Jay had been working together, and so Karen is a master at thinking of things like this. So we all been brainstormed and kind of came up with an idea of a place that's very unstructured, and the space is more or less what it's about, and it's about being able to put together shows in a non-traditional format where the artist takes more responsibility for putting the show together. It's really not a traditional gallery in effect, that there's not anybody there's not like a gallery owner, art dealer. It's more of a loosely collaborative effort between the three of us, and we have a system of how more or less the rent can get paid.
We'll see.
We'll see, which is the main thing. So, but it's about process, and that's what the word PI is: process, intent, and exhibition. And it's more about the way of making art instead of just putting the final product up on the wall. It's more about how it's made, who does it, what do you do, what it's about. Any more?
Yeah, it's all about that. Jim and I we work as artists our whole life, and so we've had many conversations about, we know a whole lot of how not to do things because we've done all the things that hasn't really worked the way we want them to do. Like have representatives of your work through other galleries and this and that, and the commercial aspect of being in other galleries just doesn't really feel comfortable in all sorts of different ways. We thought that if we could get this place into a legitimate space to show art, then we could just sort of let it evolve in ways that would be pretty loose, meaning we don't want it to be so structured that it's run like a commercial gallery where you take 50% and it sort of has a feel that we're just trying to make money, although money is a huge issue to us. We sort of think that we just want to, right now, just put together some shows, see how the whole place just sort of evolves, and then we can just sort of look and see how we want to keep tweaking it to make it maybe go in a direction of having just really good art here that is not just beneficial to the artist but the community and to us at the same time. Just be able to stay here.
What shows do you have planned for the future coming up?
After this show, we have Barry Wilson. He's here locally, printmaker, teaches at DA, and again, I think one of the big things.
Does he have a website?
Yes, he has a great website.
Is it Barry Wilson?
You can
Google him.
You can
Wilson Berry,
but if you look at
WilsonBerry.com.
if you look at PiStudio.net and go on our website, there's a link to his website on there.
And you have the jury show coming up?
And then we have, after Barry, we have a call for entry now nationwide that Karen's putting together. It's open to all art. It's not just visual art. It's open. The name of the exhibit is Art on a Pedestal, which in the traditional sense means art on a pedestal, but if you want to think of it, it could be anything. It could be
filmmaking.
It could be a record player sitting on top of a chair, or it could be a painting of a pedestal with something on it. It's just really completely open, and we're advertising through a couple different websites. Art Deadline is one, and then there's another.
Art show.
And
Who's the juror?
I have been involved with this gallery in New York through the years, OK Harris Gallery in Soho, and the director there, Ethan Karp, is going to jury the work.
I heard through the grapevine he had some connection discovering Andy Warhol or something.